Okay, Brian, this is going to be a continuation of the video. Metro PCS told me that there was enough memory to do these videos without interruption. So this is going to be part 2 of the same video. Today's date is Tuesday, May 8th of 2018, and Brandon was telling the world about the episode that transpired at Memorial Hermann Hospital in 2016. Okay, Brandon, let me lead you in this, and then you can take it over from there. Okay, so you were at Memorial Hermann Hospital for a body ailment, and I understand, because they do me like that. They ask you about what brings you in today, and you told them, and then they went into what they call their protocol, and they asked you about, do you have any diabetes and things of that nature? Then they went on to ask you about mental health issues, and they probably asked you to explain that, and you probably did. And the next thing you know, rather than taking you to the Harris County Psychiatric Center, you were taken to a private hospital, weren't you?
Right.
Obamacare pays for that. Do you not understand that?
Yes.
Do you understand that it costs the government of the United States $5,000 when you go in that door? That's just to be admitted. They charge $800 a day just for your bed. That does not include the doctor's costs. Okay. Now, at any time that you go from Memorial Hermann Hospital, and you've been to a number of hospitals before, and you've never been told that you want to kill yourself, have you?
Right.
But each time you go to Memorial Hermann Hospital, you've been twice, you find out that all of a sudden you want to do what?
Kill myself.
Okay. Now, when you went, now let me ask you, I'm not going to lead you in this one if I haven't already. The first time you went to Memorial Hermann Hospital in the Texas Medical Center, do you recall whether or not you went to a government Harris County, a hospital, the Harris County Psychiatric Center, which is off of McGregor, or did you go to a private hospital over there off of Gessner, like going to San Antonio? Well, that's why I was having to come see you.
I believe, I don't know the difference between them being private and whatever, but I believe the name of it was Behavior Health.
It was a behavior or something like that. I had to call 911 to get you out of there. I had to do a lot of things to get you out of there. And when you went there, did you used to smoke cigarettes prior to going to that hospital?
No.
But when you came out, you were a what?
A cigarette smoker.
A chain cigarette smoker, weren't you?
Yes.
You smoked during the time you was there until you just stopped smoking, so you smoked over a year, didn't you?
Yes.
And you picked that habit up in that hospital, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay. Now, okay, Brandon, Obama paid for that. Obamacare paid for that. That was what we call healthcare fraud. They told you wanted to kill yourself. You never told them that, did you?
No.
Are you sure?
Come on, can I get it? We
Okay. No, okay, all right. Got you. Now, back to the last incident where you were and I took you to Memorial Hermann Hospital, and so tell the world what happened on May 6th of 2017, Saturday, when I left you and our son Caden there.
Okay, well, as I told you, the doctor came back into the room and told me that he's going to admit me in a psychiatric hospital, and that I needed to call someone to come and pick up my baby that I had with me. So I decided to call the father, Ronald Whitfield, and let him know that he had to come get my son because I had to stay at the hospital. And
did you want to stay?
No.
Do you think you needed to stay?
No.
Okay, go ahead. What happened when I got there then? Because you just told while you were waiting on me to get there, was there anything you would like to can remember you want to add, or just go on when I got there?
During the time you were on your way, they just kept saying psychiatric hospital.
Who kept saying that?
The doctors and some, I guess, nurses.
How do you know? Okay, how do you know that this guy, this gentleman or whatever he was a doctor?
The lady that was in the room before him told me that the doctor was going to come in next, and that's who came in next.
Okay, so you were inside a room?
Yes.
So you understand that those rooms have audio recordings.
Yes.
So everything that was said and that has to be recorded.
Right.
And you do understand that we are under the penalty of perjury, so everything we say has to be true. And if it's not true, we can be indicted.
Correct.
For a crime. Okay, now, when I got there, please describe in detail what happened.
My husband comes in and he has his cell phone and he's recording, and he's asking the staff.
Wait, before, did I say anything to you when you first saw me? Or did you say anything to me?
Oh, no.
Okay, it's important. Go ahead.
Well, he's recording, and he's asking staffs and doctor members why I'm not able to leave the hospital. They didn't say anything. They just said she just can't leave. And they was like stopping me from leaving. They were pushing me back. They were trying to push me into the room and telling my husband, get out, get out, get out. Now, at this point, I am upset because I know I have to go spend a minimum of 10 days into a psychiatric hospital, which always happens. So I know that's what's going to happen now with a newborn baby at home. So I'm upset. And I see them telling my husband that he has to leave. So I started yelling and screaming at him to leave. Before you get my baby taken, you're gonna go to jail. Just leave.
Okay, Brett, let me stop you right there. As you know, the affidavit from a referral from that same hospital made statements about me, stating that what kind of behavior did I do?
We gonna come to that. Okay. So, bottom line is, they end up saying that my husband was swinging my child around in the car seat, and it wasn't buckled up, and he was yelling and cursing. And remember, my husband is also recording, so you can see that he's using words like ma'am, yes ma'am, no sir, yes sir. You could clearly look at my baby and see he had his seatbelt on. And he was not swinging my baby around. If he was, don't you guys think that I would step in and call the police on him for doing something like harmful?
How could you? You are being unlawful. You are being held against your will. So how could you call the police?
I mean, I don't know. I would have had to find a way.
Okay, go ahead.
But basically, that is their grounds of taking my child away.
Okay, let me get you back directed here. Did you see me at any time yell or scream at anyone?
No.
Okay, you are a witness. Now, did you see me put Caden in the car seat and not strap him in, but start swinging him from side to side?
No.
Yelling and screaming?
No.
What did you... can you tell for the people? Let me keep leading you right here. Did I ask you, were you hearing any voice, and you take over from that?
Okay. At the hospital, my husband also records the part where he asks me, Brandy, do you...
No, that part wasn't recorded. If it were, it got...
It is. I seen it.
I don't have that.
Yes, you do.
I'm asking you...
Yeah.
No, I asked you, what did you tell these people? And they tell me to turn the phone off, so I had to turn the phone off.
My answers is recorded.
You told them that you were hearing voices.
Right.
Then that's when one of the staff members told me that came to court and testified, you can't be recording.
Oh.
So I had to turn the phone off.
Oh, I thought you had that. But anyway, my husband he asked me, while I'm standing next to the doctor, he goes, do you want to kill yourself? I'm like, no. Do you want to kill other people? I'm like, no. But we found out later on in the order or whatever it's called, that doctor said that I said I wanted to kill myself and I wanted to kill other people, which is why I couldn't leave. In the room, while we were in the room, I never told him that. But we go to court, and that's what they're saying happened.
Brandon, do you understand that these doctors and nurses, they get a bonus for referring you to a private hospital?
Okay.
Do you see now the incentive for them to lie?
Yes.
Because they get a bonus. Right. Continue.
And
just state it's what you know, and when you don't know anything else, then I'll take over.
Okay. eventually we start. Can I talk about how we're going to court? What?
Let me set the basis for it, then you can take over.
Okay.
So from that point, as far as you know, you don't know anything about. Okay, Brandon, did you at any time threaten your child?
No.
Did you at any time physically abuse your? I mean, I'm limiting this. Not at any time, but we're just talking about it in particular at the hospital. Did you at any time physically abuse your child?
No.
Did you at any time neglect your child?
No.
Did you at any time threaten to abuse our baby?
No.
Did you see anyone else?
No.
Let me finish the statement.
Okay.
Did you see anyone else physically abuse our baby?
No.
Did you see anyone not strapping him in his car seat?
No. He was strapped in.
Did you see anyone swinging him around?
No.
Did you see anyone yelling and screaming?
No.
And you were right there during the whole time?
Correct.
Okay, so after I left, you have no further knowledge about what transpired outside, do you? Other than what you might have seen on video and what I have told you.
Correct.
Okay, did they say anything else to you about what had just transpired? Did they tell you anything such as your husband was swinging?
No.
So what did they tell you after I had left, me and Kaden?
They just locked me in this room.
Locked you in a room?
And they gave me 2 shots.
Did they treat you for your toothache?
No. The 2 shots was to, I guess, calm me down. And
so you never saw a dentist while you were there?
No.
Now, you were in a room.
Right.
Okay, now again, I'm going to redirect you. You do understand that under Texas Medical Records Act, medical, I have to look at it again. I have it saved. They have to have an audio recording system in those rooms. So that's why I've told you we're under penalty of perjury. So we cannot make false statements because we could be prosecuted. Right. Now, let's talk about when you left that facility. Did you go by a car, ambulance, bicycle? How did you get to wherever? Where did you go? Did they take you? When and how did you were transported from that hospital? And where were you transported?
I was transported. I have no clue.
Okay, you were probably sedated. So
I was just going to say they gave me a medicine that kind of knocked my memory.
At any time, Brandy, during the first incident where you were involuntarily, I use strict words under the law, you were kidnapped as a matter of law.
Okay.
The first time and here the second time, but at any time let's speak about the first time. During the first time, do you recall at any time you've been taken before a judge and appointed an attorney to discuss this matter before they committed you or even after they committed you to the hospital?
No.
So you never went before a judge?
I saw a judge.
I'm talking about the first time.
Oh, no. No.
You never saw a judge?
The one in 2016?
Yes. I mean, you would know because they'd have to appoint you an attorney. You would have to go before a judge and discuss this matter.
No. If I did go to court, it's only because I was trying to get out early and they let you go ask a judge and see what she says, but I was denied, so I had to stay at the hospital. So you never
went to go see a judge?
No.
Okay, that's why there was an attorney named Scott, and I called Scott, and Scott didn't have any recollection about you. He said that he don't know. He told me he didn't even know nothing about you. So therefore, we're going to go ahead and say that these records saying that you were at a hospital are fraudulent documents. Now, let's talk about, we're not trying to worry about at this point about, the second time.
We need to talk about what happens in court.
Right, that's what I'm trying to get to because I went to the FBI and he made a phone call on that issue. So, let me come in and tell what happened. Well, the world pretty much knows what happened from the time that CPS came out that night. Those videos are clear. So let's talk about when you first went to court the day after. You went to court the day after, because you had to go. Okay, let me not do it that way. After you were involuntarily committed on Saturday, You were there Sunday. Then came Monday. That's when a lawsuit was filed through the Harris County Attorney's Office by cause to be filed by Paul Gonzalez, the investigator that came out here on Sunday night. Were you at any time on May 8th, which was Monday of 2017, along with me?
Hold on.
Okay, I'll just lower my voice. I'm gonna lead you in this question, Brandon. You were not in court. Okay. I know you want you to respect your privacy. Okay, 15 minutes have gone by, and it's still showing pretty much good daylight here on the screen anyway. Okay, Brandy, the judge had a mandatory